What is up, you guys? Pass the mic here. Today we're going to be talking about Xbox. Some news came out about a new Xbox that's probably coming out in 2019 that is going to be discless. It's not going to have a disc tray, so we're going to talk about that. And there's also a new program that's going to be going on along with this that's going to be allowing you to trade in your physical games for the digital version of the games. So we're going to talk about that as well. Most importantly, how is this going to affect everything? This is, more than likely tying along with their new cloud-based service that they're going to be providing for us. Instead of actually having a disc, you can play it all digitally and then also playing it through the cloud. So we're going to talk about all that, guys. I'm really excited to be talking about this. This news just came out, so it's still pretty fresh. We'll have some E3 video playing in the background from Microsoft's conference last year or this past year. So a lot of cool things, man. So let's talk about the discless Xbox for a minute. A lot of people are pissed off. A lot of them are. They think this is the end of the physical disc. A lot of people are freaking out. Microsoft did come on and say this is not the transition for a new generation of just discless consoles. This is just, a separate thing that you can get. They're saying it's going to be further reducing down how much the Xbox One S is. It's going to be a version of the Xbox One S that's going to allow it to be discless, which will be $100 cheaper from the reports that we're seeing already. So we're talking about an Xbox that's going to be $199. With no disc tray, but it's still going to be $199, and you can still play all your favorite games technically, as long as you have them digitally. For this guy, I'm seeing a lot more upside than downside of this. I love giving people options. If people want to have an Xbox that does not have a disc, by all means, let's do it. Here's something that I'd love to see though. Instead of just making an Xbox One S with a discless drive, I'd love to have the option to have an Xbox One X with a discless drive. Instead of, because right now the One S is one of the slowest consoles in this generation besides the Nintendo Switch. It's one of the ones that's kind of set a little bit farther back. So I don't see why you continue to promote a console that's kind of less superior than almost everything else that's currently out. But if they also give the option to do the One X with, the discless drive, the most powerful console that's currently out right now, I think that'd be a smart route as well. This may be something they're looking forward to doing. So if they're to do the One S at a $199 price range and the Xbox One X at maybe a $349 price range or $399, maybe will be dropped even lower than that by then. That'd be more ideal to see. So hopefully they give us that. Myself personally, I'm a guy that loves physical copies. I get it, but I'm starting to find myself as well buying more and more stuff digitally. It's less of a hassle. If I want to go to midnight release or something, I can do the midnight release right here in my house. It's great. There is some nostalgia going to an actual GameStop and stuff, but those places are dying. Let's face it. Everything's going to be going to digital. I give it another decade. It's going to be digital. There's going to be very few physical games out. So this is just going to be the way of the future, man. We need to start embracing it. This is going to be tying right hand in hand with their new cloud-based service they're going to be doing for Xbox, where you're not going to actually need the console itself. It'll just be more of a streaming service for games, where you can actually play games on your phone and just strap in a controller to that. So it's going to be very cool, very interactive. This is just another stepping stone that Xbox is doing to further cement themselves in the lead for the next generation. Between them buying all of these new studios, which now have more studios than Sony does, and then doing this cloud-based service, giving the people what they want. Sony, they have the PS4 Pro, the PS4 Slim, all that good stuff. We have the same thing pretty much. We have the Xbox One, which is less, not as good as the PS4 when it came out as far as specs go. We have the Xbox One S, which is smaller. It's cheaper than the PS4 Pro, which the Slim, the PS4 Pro, the PS4 Slim, sorry, I can't even get that out, is, I believe, $299 now. So the Xbox One S, there are deals for it to be $249. So we're looking good on that front. It's a pretty cheap console. But then we get to the PS4 Pro, which is $399, and we get to the Xbox One X, which is $499. There are price cuts coming to make that $399 for the holiday season, which is great. So Microsoft does have the, greatness to be able to say that they have the most powerful console right now by a good margin. So there's a lot of good things to be looking forward to if you're a Microsoft fan. As we see our main man Phil Spencer here, they're really setting up for the future. A lot of people are getting pissed off. Again, this is just an option. This is not going to be the way right now. This is just an option. This is setting ourselves up for the future. This is just their way of kind of feeding this to the public to let them know, hey, this is coming, whatever. It's at least giving us options, man. So it's going to allow you to get it cheaper. All digital. A lot of people already buy things all digital. They might not have a GameStop or a Walmart or things around. They may just have internet access, which is cool, so they can buy everything digitally, which is great. This is just going to put games in the hands of more gamers, which is great. I don't see why everybody wouldn't want that, unless you're just a piece of shit. So again, a discless Xbox, I'm on board for. It's going to be great. I'm assuming we're probably going to be hearing more about this as we go into 2019, hopefully before E3. I imagine they're going to be talking more about the Xbox Scarlet during E3 than they are about this discless Xbox, which is just going to be mostly an option buy more than anything else. Scarlet's going to be going to the new generation. This is kind of old news except for that one feature. We should be excited about this. So now let's talk about all those people that are really getting pissed off about this. Or let's just talk about the people that say they want to make the switch. They want to go to an Xbox with a discless drive. But now you have stacks and stacks of all these games. So they're saying they're going to be doing a program with, say, like GameStop and certain other suppliers where you can take your physical game, turn it in. They'll give you a receipt with a code on it for that game to purchase that game on the Microsoft Store. Not purchase, but it's basically like a gift card almost with a redemption code that you would get during when you buy a console. Say like you get the Fallout 76 console edition for Xbox. They give you the code to download that game. It'd be the same thing where you would give them your game. Say you give them NFL games or Madden games, whatever, for like 2018 through 2013. They would give you codes for all those games. You go into the Microsoft Store once you get home, and then you can go ahead and download those games digitally. I love this idea. This is great. I personally like physical copies because you never know if something crashes. We've seen things happening on the Xbox Store before where there's errors like, oh, we're sorry, all of your games that you bought digitally aren't working right now. We're having issues with it. That shit sucks. Then you're screwed completely. But I like that they're actually making this more appealing to people that have physical games, because right now the excuse is I have all these games, why do I want to do that? Then they're giving you the option to say, we know you have all those games. Here's what we're allowing you to do if you want it. Again, Xbox and Microsoft are just giving us more options, which is more than I could say about other people. Sony, Nintendo. So, with this new program that they're making, I love it. I think it's a great idea. I may do it just to kind of help preserve some of the games that say you have a game that doesn't work. Say you have a scratched up piece of shit game from 1994. Well, that's probably a bad example. Let's say you have a game, you know, that's backwards compatible for Xbox. The OG Xbox, that's backwards compatible now. You know, I'm curious if you can turn in that game. It's scratched all the shit, but they'll still give you a code for it and say, here you go. Now instead of having this shitty game that, you know, buffers and stuff and barely gets, you know, barely works, now you have a beautiful digital copy of it that's not gonna freeze up due to scratches or anything like that. It's just gonna work perfectly. I love that. I think that's great. So that's really most of the stuff I wanted to talk about, guys. It's just some kind of news that was in this past week. I think it's pretty neat to see that. I'm excited for it. I love seeing Microsoft continue to push this. They're picking up more studios. They just bought 2 more studios, Obsidian and another one that's escaping me right now. So that's 2 more already to the list that they already had that they bought up during E3. They bought 5 or 6 that they announced during that time. Badass, dude. I'm so excited for the next generation. I'm a Microsoft fanboy. I love what they're doing. I feel like they're building a better future for us. They dominated the 360 era. They took a step back during the Xbox One era and PS4 era. But I feel like this next one's going to be theirs. They're setting themselves up for something great. And I feel like they have a lot of surprises in for us. And Sony's not going to be at the E3 for 2019. So the stage is going to be theirs. But that's all that I have for you guys today. I'm super excited about sharing this with you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you hate this idea? Do you think it's great? What do you like to see down the road? What do you think this is setting us up for? But this has been Pass the Mic, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your support that you give me and the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next video.